Yellowstone's fourth season ended with a brutal cliffhanger that left us wondering what's next in store for the Dutton family. This was mainly because we saw many characters reunite in the final conflict. But what about the characters who got left behind? The ones who had unfinished business? Are they going to survive the next season? In today's video, we're answering all of your questions about Yellowstone Season 5. Let's hop right in. First up, who apart from Jaime and Christina know that they have a son? Jaime's brief relationship with Christina resulted in a son. This led many of the viewers to believe that Jaime's son will become the lead character later in the series. But seeing as the show has moved on and focused on John, Beth, and their family, it's doubtful that he will take away the screen time from them anytime soon. Many shows have featured characters whose romantic relationships resulted in children, and few were mentioned more than once. However, based on the events in the finale, it's highly unlikely that either Beth or John know about Jaime's baby. We believe the baby won't even be mentioned again. Next, will the new town sheriff cause trouble for the Duttons? One of the season's many shocking moments is the Duttons meeting Sheriff Haskell. That too at a roadside diner in the middle of being held up by a group of lowlifes. With the sheriff and a gaggle of innocent patrons as hostages, Rip and John are able to turn the tables, but not before the thugs fatally wound Haskell. The sobering moment for John was because their closeness meant local lawmen were often on their side in many of the Duttons' extra-legal activities. We advise viewers to not miss Ramsey in his new role as sheriff. He's already made it clear he's going to do things differently, setting him up to be a major thorn in the Duttons' side as the series moves into its fifth season. So it's clear that the new sheriff will be causing problems. The question remains, will Sheriff Ramsey be a momentary roadblock quickly dispatched, or can he be the show's new big bad? We're placing our bets on Big Bad. And now, why didn't Beth kill Mr. Riggins? As we all know, Beth is the queen bee of the series, which means she's clever. After discovering that her husband Garrett had planned to kill the Duttons, Beth stops by Walker's office. She visits Walker in prison and asks if it's possible to have someone killed. However, he explains that there are too many variables in any outcome and cannot guarantee that she'll get what she wants. Beth then realizes that Jaime knew about Garrett's plan to kill the Duttons, but she decides not to make a move on Riggins. Everyone seems pretty confused with her decision, but we see Riggins later tell Beth that he only has loyalty to money and not family. He says that he only agreed to kill the Duttons because Riggins is a greedy person, not a killer. This information is enough for Beth to leave the room without attacking him. Riggins even immediately follows her and asks if she's going to shoot him. Beth replies that she plans to do no such thing, since he's been paid by Garrett to kill the Duttons but isn't loyal to them himself. In reality, Beth never planned to kill Riggins. She just didn't want her cover blown until she knew where she stood with Riggins. Besides, since Riggins is a hired killer whose only loyalty is to money, Riggins might just prove useful to Beth in Yellowstone Season 5. So, is Jimmy gone for good? A lot of things have happened on Yellowstone over the last 8 seasons, but now it appears that some things may be coming to an end. After Jimmy Smith's permanent departure from Yellowstone Ranch, it appears that his time on the show may be over. The latest news from the 4/6's spinoff also indicates that Jimmy will be leaving Yellowstone and not returning to the ranch. Could this mean that he's done with the spinoff as well? Well, you will find it out later in this video. Although we're sad to see Jimmy go, we look forward to seeing all of our new favorite characters. Next, what did Case see at the end of his vision? This is one of the most asked fan questions. In Yellowstone, Case's vision shows him 2 paths. Both of these paths are difficult and in some way destructive. Like Paul Atreides' vision of the future in Dune, Case's vision reveals the potential gains and consequences of the different paths that he can take. Later on, Case is left with the responsibility to choose one path, which basically means that he could try to reclaim his family's land and put down his roots, or stay near the park and become the new leader of the Gilt Edge Rangers. Either way, he's going to face an uphill battle in Season 5 when the hit series returns. And now, will Beth accept motherhood? Since we learned in the previous season that Beth is unable to be a mother, we've pondered what that might mean for her near future in the Montanan drama, as she was unable to be a part of her family's continuing legacy. But since the introduction of Carter, it has increasingly felt like Beth might just have a crack at parenthood yet and become a mother to a new generation of Duttons. Carter, Rip, and Beth become more and more like a family unit in Season 4, even if they aren't always the best parents, and audiences were probably expecting Beth to embrace her role as Carter's mom by the end of the season. With that assumption, it was all the more surprising when Beth snaps at Carter when he casually calls her mama, telling him she's no mother and never will be. It was a touching moment in the season finale that was brutally soured by by Beth's mean streak, when audiences may have expected her to shed a tear, realizing she may just get her wish to be a mom. It seemed unusually cruel, even for Beth, so it remains to be seen what their relationship will be moving forward. Will she have a change of heart and embrace motherhood, or will year 5 see a further descent into rage and despair that we've seen all season long? So, will Jaime be returning for the spin-off? Jaime has changed a lot over the course of Yellowstone, from being a young and inexperienced ranch hand eager to prove himself to becoming a skilled horse trainer with a wealth of experience. But while it's pleasing to imagine that it's all smooth sailing for Jaime from here on, it's very much likely that Jaime will return to the 4-6's ranch. This means that Jaime will be put in the main cast for the upcoming Yellowstone spin-off series 6666, which is bound to put Jaime's newfound skills and his new relationship with Emily to the test. It's time to see the conclusion of Yellowstone's 4th season, where a wayward ranch hand finally becomes a cowboy. Now we'll get a chance to see how his relationship with Emily develops. What's more, it means he's not out of the woods just yet. Not only will a new romance bring challenges to Jaime, but it's likely that he'll have trouble adapting to his new life on the 4-6's ranch. Next, we have what's in store for Beth this season. Every journey has a beginning, a middle, and a definite end, and Beth's story is no different than others. She began with the discovery of Jaime's true identity and ended up marrying Rip Wheeler. It's not exactly clear where the next season could potentially take our favorite characters, but with Jaime and Beth's secret looming large, it's likely this will come into play in some way. It's also likely that the ongoing battle between the Duttons and market equities for control of the land may be ongoing until Barry Dutton decides to sell, as they're still keen on getting their hands on the land that has been in the Dutton family for generations. So no doubt, viewers are gonna notice plenty of tension there. But with season 5 only a few months away, we don't know where things will go. But one thing is certain, there are a lot of secrets and battles that need to be resolved. Additionally, the self-proclaimed family hero, Beth, might have to keep a lockout for herself throughout the season due to the various enemies she's created for herself. And finally, how many episodes will the upcoming season of Yellowstone be? With the 5th installment of the Montana drama Yellowstone coming in, viewers are certainly waiting with great anticipation. The first season included only 9 episodes, while the other 3 seasons each had 10 episodes. So the final season number could be calculated according to the average number of episodes in all 4 previous seasons. According to our speculation here, there will be 14 episodes in total for Yellowstone Season 5, so fans are sure to expect a total of 14 episodes from the upcoming season. That's a wrap for this video. What are your hopes for the upcoming season of Yellowstone? Which one of your favorite questions did we answer? Did we miss any questions? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.